What's up everybody, this is TeknoBlast. Digital Foundry did again with another video showcasing that the Series X is the superior console for gaming. I'm not going to go through the entire video that Digital Foundry put out. I'm going to just put some important talking points. And one was the load times. It shows that the Series X loads at 7 seconds and 29 milliseconds. The Series S is 11 seconds and 45 milliseconds. The PlayStation 5 is 17 seconds. And they threw this one in, I guess for fun, was the Xbox One X at 23 seconds. So while all have fast load times, it shows that the powerful so-called SSD that the PlayStation 5 has is not that great. And it shows that the Xbox Series X loads a lot faster and continues to dominate. Now, Digital Foundry focused a lot on a few scenes to kind of show you the obvious missing assets on the PlayStation 5. One scene was kind of like a foggy area, and the Series X pretty much was able to display these foggy assets, whereas on the PlayStation 5 there was none to be had. It was as if it was a nice clear sunny day, where on the Xbox Series X it was showing a foggy day. There's also some massive reflections missing on the PS5, and if there is some, they're not very clear compared to the Series X. Another comparison was kind of a place where there's a battle, or there was a battle, and you have smoke that's kind of just lingering around because of what happened there. Well, on the PlayStation 5, you have missing smoke assets, showing as if nothing ever happened. Yeah, sure, there's a mess, but it doesn't show the after battle effects like smoke. It's just a nice clear day once again, as if nothing happened, where on the Series X you can see that something obviously happened and the smoke is still lingering around. Another super obvious place was dust particles, or more of a dusty environment, whereas you're walking through this room and you have all these light sources like lamps, ceiling lamps, and it's on the PlayStation 5, it's not dusty. It's as if the maid came in, cleaned up the place, and it looks great. Sure, it's nice and clear because there's no dust. Whereas on the Series X, you see there's that dust fog that shows that something happened here. There's a lot of smoke and a lot of dust particles up in the air, and it just kind of shows you that the Series X hardware is able to handle this. Now you're asking, yo, Tech, what about the resolution? What about the resolution between the three consoles? What about that? Well, let me tell you. The Series S is 1920 by 1080. The Series X is 3840 by 2160. And the PlayStation 5 is 33 by 1890. Again, the Xbox Series X dominated in this category. Now let's throw a little crumbs for the PlayStation 5. It did hold steady 60 frames per second. And let me tell you why. Because it doesn't have that much access to load up and display compared to the Series X. Like I said, it's missing a lot of fog assets. It's missing reflections. It's missing smoke. It's missing that dusty room effect. It's missing a lot of stuff. So of course, the PlayStation 5 is going to hold 60 frames compared to the Series X, where the Series X didn't even dip below 55 frames. So it's still holding pretty steady. Again, it just shows the domination of the Series X. And the final thing I want to point out was the load times when you want to get into the game itself, where you're controlling your character. It shows that the Xbox was 6 seconds with 45 milliseconds. Series S was 10 seconds, 50 milliseconds. The PlayStation 5 was 16 with 31. And the Xbox One X was 33 seconds with 32 remaining. Again, it shows you both the Series X and the Series S are far superior than the PlayStation 5 and their so-called Super SSD that was supposed to just obliterate everything else. And here it's showing that it is completely wrong. This SSD is nothing special, and it's still an anchor. Alright guys, this is TeknoBlast. Tell me what you think below. I'd love to hear from you. And until then, I'm out.